Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday Spot on the Pagan Perspective. This week we have a topic from our very own Yucca, who asks, living space, does the way that you set up your household or your dorm, etc., have meaning to you? Are there domestic practices or arrangements that help you facilitate your practice? Okay, I would like to say that my house and my life is very organized. However, it is nowhere even close to that. Um, yes, Jelly, you're being heard. Anyway, my house is a total wreck right now, especially since the move. I have boxes everywhere, and there is actually a correlation between, and it's been seen through not only through the metaphysical but also through psychology and I believe psychiatry and all that. And Megan can probably back me up on this more than that, more than what I've read. But the outside, how you keep the outside, is a reflection of how you are on the inside. So if everything is kind of chaotic outside, it kind of reflects kind of a chaotic mind, which, yeah, I kind of have that lately. So I would like to say that my spiritual practice is very organized as far as my ritual space. And I used to have an altar room, and I did on my personal channel a walkthrough of my altar room, which right now is completely filled with furniture and boxes and whatnot. But since my roommate just up and left, I have another room to stick stuff, so I'm going to have my altar room back. Yay. So I will be taking things back up there to set up my altar room as it once was. So that'll be mine again as an altar room. So hopefully whenever I do that, some things will start to kind of fall into place and gain some organization. And one of the things that gains organization is the way that I practice and the way that I perform ritual and whatnot. I have a solid place that I can do ritual every single time. Everything is clean, orderly, kept nice and neat. So that's the way I like to keep my spiritual place. That is the room that is a touchstone to my faith and where I go to express my faith. And whenever I am done using that space, I lock it up so nobody else enters. So it's also a way that I keep everything that is my spiritual practice. I keep it private, behind that locked door. So that's one way that I keep things separate in my practice. And it's the way that I have my practice is that it is a very personal thing for me. So therefore I keep it very personal even in my environment. As far as in my house right now, it is out in the open. As soon as you walk in the door, you see all my books on top of a shelf and everything, and it's kind of chaotic looking, to be honest. But once I get everything back up into that altar room and I rededicate that space as mine and as a holy place, it will once again be able to be used for that purpose. So whenever it comes to my environment, it does play a part in my spirituality. It definitely does, especially in that one room. That one room is a reflection of my spirituality. It's a reflection of how I practice. I practice in private. I practice in a very organized manner. I have things set out very deliberately whenever I set things up in that room. So everything has a purpose, has a way of being used or utilized within my practice. So it does have a purpose the way that I set things up. If you watch my altar room tour video on my personal channel, this is a few years back. This is like 2012. I'm going back like 6 years. So if you watch that video, you'll see in there that even each mini altar that I have for the directions towards the elements and all that, I have them set up very deliberately in their own corners, and they all have their own representations on there and whatnot. So everything's set up very deliberately whenever I set up my altar. And that being an altar room, it's set up very deliberately so that everything happens at a certain place. I have a place to do my incense making. I have a place that I go to be in the middle of the circle with deity. I have a place to be at the corners, the elemental corners, to be within those elements and to be a part of the elements. So it has a very deliberate setup and a very deliberate way of working for that entire room. If I could get my entire house to have that type of deliberate actions, then I probably wouldn't be as scatterbrained as I am, and I'd probably actually be able to make a video first time out and have no mistakes and no need for note cards and whatnot. So I think whenever it comes to living space, it is a reflection of you. It is a reflection of how you think, how you feel, how you react to things. And right now, if I flipped this camera around and showed you this place, you would see what kind of mess my life is at right now. So yeah, I'm not going to share that. I do want to make a video on my personal channel explaining the ups and downs of especially this last year or so that has brought me from active duty into the reserves and going out on my own, because there's a lot that I haven't shared with you guys, and there are a lot of reasons why I haven't shared them, and I am getting to the point where I can start sharing those things. And yeah, I think that it's gonna be a long video, and it's gonna take some time to get up. But yeah, I'm not there yet, and I thank you guys for staying tuned on my personal channel and supporting me in every way that you can. Even if it's just saying, hey, love your channel or something like that. So I thank you guys for that. Yeah, so I'll explain all that in a video on my personal channel. But as for the pagan perspective, I think I've pretty much covered everything. Let's see. Yeah, the way I set up everything does have meaning. Are there domestic practices or arrangements that help you facilitate your practice? Yeah. Okay, I think I've answered all that. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, I'm sorry, I have some dead air time here. I'm trying to think to see if there's anything else that rattles out of my head. But anyway, happy birthday to Kara. Happy birthday to the collab. Yeah, we're doing what year is this going on now? Like, 10? 9 years complete, on to year 10. So we've now completed 9 years of the pagan perspective. I think I've been with it for like 8. Oh my gosh. Kara, happy birthday. If you guys don't know, the anniversary of the collab is on Kara's birthday. So happy birthday to Kara. Happy birthday to the collab. And the next 2 weeks, you guys are going to have subs. So I will see you in September. So I don't see any topics yet. So follow all of Kara's links that she has shared on last week's video. I know that Kara put on last week's video links to how to submit topics. If I can talk, that'd be really great. I just need to do it to finish this video. So go to that video last week. I know she has links galore, and submit your topics so we have them for year 10. Oh my gosh, year 10. Here we come. So until year 10 starts, may you have a great day and a better tomorrow, and may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.